very good morning. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. Let's look at the top story that's coming in at this hour. Piyush Goyal, India's Union Minister of Commerce and Industry, is currently on an official visit to Berlin, Germany from October 23rd to some more days. This is to strengthen economic ties between India and Germany during the visit. Goyal has been actively engaging with German business leaders and participating in high-level forums, he spoke at the Berlin Global Dialogue, an international platform bringing together global leaders and German industry stakeholders to discuss trade and investment opportunities. Goyal said that India is open to discussions but not to deadlines. He said, and I quote, "We are talking to the United States, of course, but we don't do deals in a hurry, and we don't do deals with deadlines or with a gun on our head." The statement comes when India and the US are in talks to revive a long pending trade pact that aims to reduce high American tariffs. The minister added, and I quote, "India looks long term. India never takes decisions in a rush or on the pressure of the moment. And we've accepted if there is a tariff on us, there is a tariff on us. We are looking at how to overcome that. We are also looking at newer markets. We are looking at a stronger demand impetus within the Indian economy. So we have a very resilient structure." Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Aditya Vadhavan to help us decode the statements made by Piyush Goyal over there in Berlin. Aditya, I want to come to you, understanding we have, Piyush Goyal stating that India will not bow down to pressure. India will in fact not make trade deals with a gun to our heads or under pressure.
Well, absolutely. This statement clearly resonates the fact that India is in no hurry to complete the trade talks with the United States, because there has been a trade deadlock between India and US, and now India is considering other like-minded countries for the beneficial trade deals. And indeed, we have seen how India has been forging trade deals with like-minded countries like Germany and some other ASEAN, Southeast Asian countries. Indeed, it is a need of the hour. In the recent past, so many foreign dignitaries from the other countries have visited India, to establish trade relations, since global trade war has been initiated by the American administration. And India has also assumed the leadership role as far as the BRICS is concerned. We have seen how during the recently SCO summit that was concluded, where where the heads of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping were seen, talking with each other for some time. So indeed, as far as the Germany is concerned, recently, sometime back, the German foreign minister also visited India, so as to take the trade talks further, so as to, evolve a mutually beneficial trade deal with India. And also there has been recently, some time back, there has been a semiconductor collaboration between India and Germany. So it is a win-win situation for both the countries, and definitely this visit by Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal to Germany will definitely robust the diplomatic ties between India and Germany. Shivani.
Absolutely. Stay on with us, Aditya. We'll need your inputs on some other stories that we are tracking. However, right now, I am joined by Mithali Nikore, economist, to help us also understand this entire statement that has been made by the Union Minister over there in Germany. A very good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time. We want to understand, firstly, India has made it clear that they will not be doing trade deals with a gun to their heads. Nobody can pressure India. We have a very strong, resilient economic structure, and we can manage on our own if need come be.
No, absolutely. And thank you so much for having me in the discussion this morning. I think what is evident from this visit and from this statement is India sort of making a very clear stance here to say that when we look at the data supports very clear evidence on the strength and robustness of the Indian economy, with a very small tinkering in the GST rates. And the fact that the GST Bachat Utsav has now delivered almost 6 lakh crore of consumption spending in India in just 1 week, it shows the strength of the consumption expenditure that the Indian economy can bear and what the Indian consumer is willing to spend, because the Indian consumer is obviously optimistic about the growth of the economy and of the country. So, at the end of the day, what this signals to the global economy is look at the strength and might of the Indian economy. India is an independent country which is going to be taking these trade deals and decisions on its own merits, not under the pressure of any bloc, be it one bloc which is led by the US or other blocs that are led by other countries. And therefore it sets the terms of its engagements as per the needs and requirements of its economy and its people, and our stated aim, which is of ending poverty and reducing standard, I mean improving standard of living across the country, is our main goal. And I think that is something that the government of India has reiterated in this statement.
Right. Mithali, we also saw Piyush Goyal, in fact, he had a discussion with his UK counterpart, and over there he mentioned how the UK and the Germany are seeking exemptions from the, Russian oil companies, and India, why everyone is singling out India only.
Absolutely. And in fact, I was recently in Germany at the German India Innovation Conference, and it was very evident that German companies are looking forward to doing, long-term partnerships with India, to investing in India, to looking at manufacturing in India, for a number of, German collaborators to come forward and say that India is our preferred partner is a very major achievement, both for the business community as well as for the diplomatic community in the government of India. And therefore, at the end of the day, when we are saying, why is it that other countries are not speaking up for India, I think that is really a matter of concern, and that requires back channel talks to be done from our diplomatic corps with the US administration as well as with other countries, to say that now it's time for them to sort of take a stand and say, we don't think that any one country should be dictating how another country does their oil purchases, does their oil trade, or really trade in any manner.
Absolutely, Mithali. I think that